you, I'm always finding the greatest people to interview, and I found Michael J. White. Oh my God, I'm so excited to be interviewing you today.
Well, thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Awesome. First of all, I love this shirt.
Thank you.
And I'm really excited about this movie that you got going on. Can you tell the people first the name of it and then why you decided to do this production?
This is called The Outlaw Johnny Black. It's a follow-up to my movie Black Dynamite. And it's part of a trilogy that I intended that I was going to do Black Dynamite, which is a throwback to the Shaft and the action type of movies of back in that day. And then this one being like the Buck and the Preacher and, Take a Hard Ride, the Black Westerns. And third would be the horror, the Blackula type of thing. But this one is something a bit more family friendly. It's kind of like I want to recreate the movies of back in the day that I grew up on, like the Sidney Poitier and Harry Belafonte type of films that and actually back in the Poitier Belafonte. Poitier Belafonte and the Cosby Poitier type of films, like the Uptown Saturday Night, those type of things. These movies had a tone that I grew up on that was strong, funny, family friendly, and I really want to create that for the generation coming up.
That is awesome. So what would you say is your favorite part about this particular movie? Like, you're like, this is the part that I know everybody's going to resonate with and love.
Well, my favorite part is just actually doing it and the embracing of the other actors who, like me, felt that it was such a part of who they are. With Black Dynamite, a lot of people kind of, they responded to that, and then folks are responding to this one as well. Like I said, this one's a bit more, family friendly, not as irreverent, but it still has that kind of political and, kind of commentary, comedy, and everything else. But lampooning the Western genre is a huge genre, and so we've got like a lot of surprise celebrities coming through, and hopefully this is going to be, well, I know it's going to be something that people are going to enjoy.
Is there one celebrity surprise that you can give it?
Oh, there's a bunch. There's a bunch. There seems to be about close to 30 major like celebrities who have already, signed on, and I can't. It's like if I start,
you may forget somebody.
No, yeah, there's a lot of folks. There's a lot of folks, and we'll just keep watch because we're gonna let some names out, depending on 1 week to the next. But we're gonna continue to do that up until the movie is premiering, and then a few of those we're gonna keep secret until you see the movie.
How did you know that this was the right time for this particular film, and how did you not go to the horror, or how did you know that this was this placement for this film after Black Dynamite?
Well, the right time is getting the right partners involved. I've had a lot of opportunities to do this movie, but I wasn't going to do it until everything was correct. Our stories need to be told a certain way with people who understand and respect our stories. A lot of our stories are not told by us. And so I wasn't going to enter into something that, didn't have respect to the audience that is, the movie's intended for. So I've got a great partnership now. And now I'm going to be doing films that I've intended on doing for a while that I feel fit in a gap that's just been missing.
So after this trilogy, I know you said you wanted to do the Black Dynamite, this one, and then the horror. Mm-hmm. What other things do you have under your belt that you want to kind of tap into?
Well, yeah, I have some action stuff that I feel like, I understand this action industry, and I have a international fan base. And like I'm saying here, I have a connection with the audience, and I know what the audience wants. I'm that audience. There's a lot of the action movies that I see out there I'm not impressed with. So my thing is I'm going to do stuff that I would like, and I'm very particular. And I have yet, even the action movies that I've done with martial arts and everything else, I have yet to tap into really doing it the way I really want to do it at the level that I can do it now. now that I have my own international, fan base and funding, nothing's stopping me.
Okay. So, what would you say to other people out there that are trying to get into the industry but really don't want to compromise who they are, but they're feeling like, if I don't do this, I may miss this opportunity? What advice would you give them?
Never compromise who you are, because then that's suicide. There's several times that I was faced with trying to compromise who I am, and I just never did it. I don't care. I don't know if it was superstition or whatever. There were a lot of potential friendships and people opening their doors to me that I didn't feel had my best interest at heart, or people who I just feel like were not of the same integrity, or looked out or didn't understand mine. I've never, I never signed on to anything that I felt compromised my integrity. And I mean, ever since I even came into this industry, I feel like even if it never happened for me, I was still going to be able to look at myself in the mirror. Now that things are happening, I feel like I've picked the right strategy, and I would encourage others to do the same thing, because, I mean, I can look at myself. I can live with myself. I've never compromised anything, and I pride myself on never lying ever to anybody. I don't even lie about movies that I've starred in that I don't like. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Like, maybe this superstition. Maybe it's just I'm weird that way. But if I never compromise it then, I'm definitely not going to compromise it now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
So, last thing, if you could tell all of my viewers that want to follow the movie and follow you in the projects that you have coming up, where can they follow you on any social medias for this particular movie and your own personal?
Well, there's the Outlaw Johnny Black is the name of the movie. I'm sure if you type that in, it'll kind of lead you. I'm like not the best at the whole technical thing. My wife will tell you that, because I'm just in creative mode. But I'm sure if you look for it, you're gonna find me. So Michael Jai White. I'm probably at with the whole number sign thing, that other things. But if you care, you're gonna find it. And please forgive me for not knowing that the stuff like off the top of my head. But I need help that way.
It's okay. Make sure y'all Google, search, and find The Outlaw Johnny Black. Thank you so much for tuning into Toni Dominique, and thank you for letting me interview you.
Thank you.
You have a wonderful day.